Um, what's up, Smokey? Doing all right, brother? All right, let's get this started. I got some plans for a little later. So if people don't get to see this and comment now, you know they'll see it and comment later. So I'm sure all my regulars will be here. Bring it on. All right, check this out. Today I wore something called, I always thought it was called something else, but apparently it's just called Club D Nuit Iconic. I thought it was called Blue Iconic or Iconic Blue, but I have not seen that anywhere. So we were going to keep up with what we have. It's going well, Ray. Going real good, brother. Appreciate it. So, guys, I want to tell you about this, man. Let's get down to this. So, everybody says that this is a clone of this. No. I mean, they are pretty similar. This here has more pop than Blue Day Chanel. Way more sillage. If anybody knows me at all, I'm not a big Blue Day Chanel fan anyway, but because I have a decant store, I like to have what everybody likes to have. So you have to have what everybody likes to have, right? Yes, you do. So let me give you my take on this. I ordered just a little sample. As you can see, I've worn it twice. It's gone. Probably have another wear on it. It'll be completely out, but yeah, it's in a blue bottle, correct. Run you, I can get it about $50, but normally it runs you about 65, 70 bucks. I've seen it all the way up to 80 bucks, which I think is a little steep for any Armaf fragrances whatsoever. But hey, do you, if that's what you want, go for it. So I love this, man. If you guys like those really bright freshies that like leave a trail when you walk, this is it. People are going to smell you for a while. I put 5 sprays of this on. I think it's a little bit much, but I work in a really hot environment. So even though it's winter time and when I wear this, it was, yeah, Iconic Blue. Even though I wear this there, it's 50 something degrees outside, but inside where I work, it's about 85. So this here, there's a specific lady at work. She calls me Mr. Smelly. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, Mr. Smellgood. I'm sorry. How you doing, Mr. Smellgood? Every day she knows I'm there, she says, because she can smell me. I'll take that as a compliment as long as I don't smell like anything but fragrances, you dig? So I like this, man. Leaves a good sillage. Has that brightness to it. It's got a beautiful blast to it. A little on the synthetic side, but what colognes or perfumes nowadays aren't a little on the synthetic side? About the only really truly, I think, most natural Mr. Smellgood is what I meant, but yeah, that would be an insult. I'm bald and beautiful. But anyway, so yeah, the syntheticness would be like Creed. Creed is getting more synthetic the more they go, but a lot of their older stuff isn't quite synthetic. So I'll leave that to you. You guys be the judge. Yeah, that man is boring, correct, and I hate his accent. But anyway, this here is going to garner compliments. Like I said, I don't think it's a one-on-one exact clone of Blue Day Chanel. I can kind of smell the similarities just a little bit. I don't think it's a one-to-one match. But if you like Blue Day Chanel, you're going to like this. If you like this, you're probably not going to like Blue Day Chanel because this is, in my opinion, a lot stronger than Blue Day Chanel. I have the Parfum. I've had them all. I don't really see a ton of difference in each and every one of them, but I do prefer the Parfum. That's what I prefer. So Let me know your thoughts. Do you like Blue Day Chanel? If you do, would you give this a try? I was hesitant because of the comparison, but I'm glad I wore it. So all in all, this is about an 8 out of 10 for me. The only thing that I don't like is the rather synthetic part of it. Don't really get too much of the synthetic part until it really starts to, I mean, when you first put it on, it's pretty synthetic, but then it really does mellow out. It's not quite as bad from that point on. So I would get this heartbeat. The pro to this is, if you like Blue Day Chanel, the pro to this would be, this is to me just a better version, honestly. I hate to say that about any Chanel, but the truth is the truth. You know, I'm always going to put it A plus. The truth is what it is. The negatives to this would be, it's really, really powerful. So if you're not trying to choke out a whole environment, 2 sprays tops, I wouldn't put any more. I know a lot of people say, well, that's not a downs, that's not putting it down or anything, man. That's a good thing. Well, some people it is. Some people work in offices. They don't want to choke the whole office out. I happen to work in a manufacturing environment. I'm not going to choke people out. I run a machine. I'm pretty much by myself. People do pass by, don't get me wrong, but I'm not there 5 hours at a time standing right next to the same person. Just not going to happen. So that's that. So guys, Decant Ant is a little slow. I mean, I expect it to be until people get their products there when they order the products and they finally get them, which this is a whole lot faster. Decanting is a whole lot easier than making fragrances as you go. When I first started DB Sensations, it was hard, man, because I was making it fresh, and you know, you get about $700 worth of orders, and you're like, holy crap, man. But you know, between me and my wife, we've always made it happen, and you know, we know how that turned out. It's okay, and I understand it. Not bitter at nobody about it. But Decant Ant is a whole different ball game. I have everything. Listen to me. I have. If I don't have it, I'll get it. That's all there is to it. But I'm not mainly focused on a lot of your. I'm not like your Aventuses and stuff like that. I'll have those, but I'm not going to keep those around for simple fact that the batches. I'm not buying every damn batch of Aventus because people want to try it out, especially because I know there's a lot of snobs out there who know who I am who aren't going to buy it anyway. But I'm more interested in your old, hard to find and your newer coming out stuff. So as this thing gets rolling and the ball gets rolling, you guys will start seeing a whole lot more stuff on my website. I still have about 15, 16 more bottles to add to there. Things always keep popping up and I keep having to stop. But with that being said, guys, Decant Ant is going to be a #1 place. It's the cheapest. It's going to have authentic fragrances. If you ever need proof that it's authentic, by all means, I'll write down the batch number, or you can ask me the batch number, or whatever the hell works for you. We'll do it, because that's going to be another thing that people are going to start bringing up. I had success decanting before, Ray. Yeah, that was before all this recent dumb shit happened. I just don't understand people. People are so quick to judge nowadays. It's depressing. You know what I mean? And everybody wants to be a hero. Like we need some hero to come and save the day. No, we don't. We don't need no heroes. We don't have heroes. There'll never be any more heroes, except if you serve in the military, you're all heroes. But with that being said, guys, find out for yourself. That's all I can tell you. If you think that I'm a scam and don't want to do business with me, by all means, don't. Probably don't want you doing business with me anyway. For a simple fact, you'll probably make something up anyway. So this is a website. What up, Pine Rocks? I figured you would slide in here eventually. But you know, you're going to go to decant-ant.com. You're going to go on there. It's a whole lot more easier. Wish I would have done this with DB Sensations. Probably would have not drove so many people away, because it was just so hard to have to put in this and that. I get it. Trust me. We're in the society nowadays where we don't really want to work too hard. We want to just punch things in and instantaneous. That's what you're going to get when you get to decant-ant.com. It shows it. I only do 10 mLs. So what you see, I do have the old Gucci Pour Homme, the one that come in the brown bottle. I do have those in 10 mLs. I'm sorry, 2 mLs, because I wasn't paying the extraordinary amount some people want for something I know that's just going to sit for a little while. Sad part about it is when I first started getting into the fragrance community and into fragrances and started getting into the community, I decanted. I had all kinds of stuff that I never knew would turn out to be rare. I had Givenchy Play. I had Givenchy Neo Tropical Storm. I had an Amouage bottle that was called Crystal and Gold. It was worth around 11 to 1,500 bucks. I even got rid of that. Not cheap, because I knew what the price of it was. But a lot of that other stuff I had the Gucci Pour Homme. I had the Gucci Gucci 2. I still have that. I had so much stuff that was now worth so much. I probably would have, if I would have kept it, instead of trying to get rid of it and get new stuff, which I like to do a lot, I'd have a lot of older stuff, a lot better prices. So there you go. But you get on there, everything is shipping is free. What you see is what you get. So if you see something on there that's 12 bucks, the shipping's roughly going to be $3.50 to $4. So you know you're paying $8 for the actual juice. So I recommend, and I recommend you guys recommend people go there. Here's the other catch with me. If you can take a screenshot from anybody else that sells it cheaper, which I did find out that Fat Boy sells the new 1 million cheaper than me, so I'll be in there fixing that price. I just want to match it. I want to make sure too that I know he charges shipping and I do not, so I'm probably the same price, but I want to be cheaper because I want people to come here. I don't have his repertoire. I don't have the shelf behind me with about 700 fragrances. At one time, I was probably just as close, but I wanted to get into cloning. And why have all that stuff sitting there and never wearing it when I'll be wearing my clone juice, which was stronger anyway? You know? So you want to get free shipping. You're going to get the lowest prices around, and you're going to get good juice. Let me show you a picture of the bottles. Ray, I sent Ray something. So these are the bottles you get. Okay. They're black and gold. They're glass. Okay. Believe it or not, I was on Mercari searching around, and I was looking under, some fragrances. I do go to Mercari. Matter of fact, I'm the one that brought that shit to the fragrance community. If I would have never given that secret, I've been with Mercari since 2015. If I would have known by giving that secret out to Ross and his group that I would now be paying outrageous prices for some of this stuff, I probably would have never told nobody. But it is what it is. So I got on Mercari and I was searching around trying to find me some fragrances. If you're always searching on there, you're going to find some, man. There's going to be some fragrances on there that are just going to be like, whoa, cheap. So I was on there and came across these glass bottles. This is no joke. This lady sold me 600 of these. She wanted to get rid of them. They weren't what she ordered. 600 of them I got for 10 bucks. So I got to get rid of 600 of these. And yeah, definitely black. Yeah, they're all black, gold cap. And I don't have anything in this one. I would show you. It sprays pretty, not a fire hydrant, but it's not a squeak either. It's pretty good. So I got 600 of those bottles that I'd like to get out. And then they come with, thank you, Pine. And of course, they're going to come with nice gold foiled decant ants. Logos on them that I made myself. That will change too once things start getting going. But that's going to be synonymous with the decant ant. So you guys will know that you're getting it from me and nobody else. Eventually, I'm going to go to the permanent caps so nobody can unscrew it, add water to it, and say, oh, God, DB just screwed me over. I've had that happen. So don't say I doubt it, because I found out somebody did that long ago when they accused me of some things. This mail's watered down. Yeah, it's because you opened it up and you put water in it, you dipshit. Why somebody would do that? Yeah, it's just hate. That's all it is hate. So um, I do got some new things coming. I got some people to take care of first. Once I take care of those people, I'm going to be going all out. And I do got the new Creed Aventus Absolute. I'm going to be getting a hold of that one. Probably at the beginning of the year, I'll have that one. Um, Started getting some mind games in. I don't know if I want to go that route. I got to get a sample first, but I'm going to have a lot, man. And I hope people decide that they can put all this craziness aside from everybody else and order from DBs, because that does nothing but make this community competitive. Makes people drive their prices down, because some prices for some of these things that people have are outrageous. Here's the key to a good success when you're doing something. If you buy a bottle, this is just my take on it all. If I buy a bottle and I pay $150 for it, I'd like to get about $200 to $225 out of it. A lot of people like to double, some even like to triple the amount they make off the bottle. I guess if that works for you, um, yeah, I found one for like $400, I think. I know a guy has a few, so I'll be getting hold of those. Yeah, I've seen it close to $600. Yep, it's ridiculous. But a lot of people are just greedy. It just comes down to greediness, and you're not. I'm not in. I've never been in this any of this stuff that I've done to be rich off of it. A lot of people suck this community dry and don't give anything back. You know, I learned a long time ago that you can do 1,000 good things in this world, but if you do one wrong thing, that's what everybody's going to remember. You screw up one fucking time, they're going to remember that bad thing. Don't give a shit about the 1,000 good things that you did. And I'm not on here to boast, but there's lots of people I've done things for. I give a shit. I want everybody to smell good. I don't need to be rich, but I do need to make money. So I can make money without being rich. I don't need to be rich. If I wanted to be rich, I'd go try to play the lottery, which I do, and I'm not there yet. When I get there, you guys will know. You won't hear from me for about 3 months, and then I'll pop back up in some island in Bermuda or something. And hey, guys, how's it going? Decant Ant now has its own store. So that's how that's going to be. Till then, I'm just a Decant Ant at home. Well, guys, I got to pop up off of here. Well, thank you, Pine. I got to pop up off of here. I'm going to stop doing these lives so much. Probably do one here and there. Got some things that'll probably piss people off. I want to hit at in the community. Money Maker is one of them. And then I've left old, what the hell was his name? Neil, a little child molester. I'm going to bring up some things about him and a couple more disgusting people in the community to think they're badass. One thing that I love the internet. I truly love the internet. But the one thing the internet has done is make bitches into heroes. Because back when we grew up, we only had a telephone. We didn't know you unless we ran across you. And if you said something slick, you probably got your jaw broke. Can't do that with today's society. Somebody from another country can run their mouth all about you. What can you do? Keep letting them run their mouth? Because I'm not flying to Scotland to knock you out. I'd love to go to Scotland. I'm part Scottish, but Scottish, Irish, Danish, French. I found my family lineage goes back to people who were called Normans. Normans were Vikings that were led by a guy by the name of Rollo. Rollo was a feared Viking. According to the movies, he's not related to Ragnar Lothbrok whatsoever. They did their own thing. Long end of the story was that Rollo had gone to France and had taken over York and was coming after France and eventually pillaged the crap out of France. Yes, he got defeated, but he kept coming back more and more. I don't know, somebody the Bold, I think was the king back then, that said, hey, can you quit raiding us? What do we need to do for Rollo and his fellow Vikings to quit raiding us? Like, we just kind of want to be left alone. And Rollo says, well, I need land, man. And they're like, oh, we're going to give you some shitty land. And he's like, gave you some land that was supposed to be what is now called Normandy. So Normandy is the land that Rollo has been given, and that's why we are called Normans, or close for Northmen, and that's why it's called Normandy. So I'm related to that Christian bastard. He turned from Viking to Christian. That's the only way they would give him land. He married the king's daughter. The rest is history. But he ruled well. So, yes, I'm related. There's your history lesson for the day. Gotta go. Love you guys. Deuces.